For your first mission in attentiveness, you're gonna show your friends that you care, all right? It's very simple what you're gonna do. Go on social media and you're gonna spend 5 minutes a day, that's all it takes, and I want you to comment and or like the things that they've put out on social media, all right? It doesn't have to be obnoxious. You don't have to comment on every single post, but just give them a little love, right? Throw a little love to a couple of your different friends. Let them know you care. Let them know you're paying attention to their lives. It goes a long way. So many people are so used to being ignored, especially if you never reach out to them and never comment, never acknowledge what they're doing. They're gonna love the fact that you've taken the time to show some interest. And again, it only takes a few minutes a day. So again, 5 minutes a day for a week. Comment, like, respond to their social media of friends, people you care about, your family, people in your life, all right? Very simple, but do it. Next mission in attentiveness. This is one you can do actually in interactions with women, but you can also do it in interactions with anybody in your life, and it's gonna help you regardless of what context you use it in. And I call this mission find her duality. And what I mean by this, or find their duality in the case of someone who's not a woman. And what I mean by this is find two different things about someone that are positive traits, ideally unrelated, okay? So for example, if someone is like a very like great career woman, but they're also like a mother of four and they do a great job as a mother, that's a duality. It's hard to do those two things together. Or let's say that like for a guy, say that he's like a boxer, but he also like is a writer and a poet. That's a very unusual juxtaposition, especially if he's good at both of them, right? So it's so rare that someone deals with like the physical elements and the mental elements within the same person, right? So your objective is this, and I want you to do this in every conversation for a period. So pick a day, maybe a day's a good period. And during that day, when you find yourself in conversations with people, I want you to actively try to find their duality. Find two separate things about them that are cool, and then give them the compliments on the duality. This is going to require you to actually pay attention and be interested in the people that you're talking to. It's an incredibly, incredibly critical skill. But you're doing it in a way that's a bit interesting and unique. It's not just some way where you're asking them all like, where are you from? What do you do? So it's a non-boring way of being attentive. For the next mission in attentiveness, we're gonna not worry about the social aspect, but actually the mental aspect of attentiveness. We're gonna get you more present in the moment. And that means, yeah, you guessed it, you're gonna meditate. So many people know that they should meditate. Most people don't do it because, I don't know, it's a little hard to do mentally with the discipline, because you procrastinate it, whatever. For the next week, you're going to do it. Now, I'm not gonna ask a lot of you. I want 5 minutes a day. That's it, okay? 5 minutes a day for the next week, you are going to set aside time and you are going to meditate. I'll give you a few different ideas of things you can do while you meditate, because a lot of people have trouble with that. One basic one is just try and keep your eyes closed and try and clear your mind. That's hard a lot of times. Actively clearing your mind is weird because you're thinking about clearing your mind. So what I find works for me is as a meditation beginner was to focus on something very specific. For example, focus on the feeling of the air as it goes in and out of your nostrils and just get just that feeling. Or focus on the sounds around you and picking that up, but whenever a stray thought comes in, dismiss it and get back to focusing on the sounds. Another one is count your breaths. Okay, so focus on something very simple. Another one is just let all your exhalations complete, exhale completely every single time. Focus on some little thing, and when your mind wanders, don't get angry. It's gonna happen. Just, my mind wandered. All right, expel that thought, back to what I was focusing on. This is an exercise to make sure you're the master of your mind instead of your mind being a master of you. And the more you are a master of your mind and the more you're present in the moment, the more attention and energy you're gonna have to pay attention to the people you talk to and to be charismatic for the people you're talking to, all right? So we're gonna work on the physical level to get those, the neurons in your brain under your own control so you can actually be more attentive moment to moment, not just with people, but in everything in your life. Final exercise in attentiveness. This is one that's really, really good to do out when you're talking to girls, but it can also be done in life in general, and that is this. Remember people's names and use them, okay? Every single conversation you're in, I want you to know what the person's name that you're talking to is. And even if it's someone you've talked to a lot before and you obviously know their name, make it a habit to use their name. People love hearing their names. People love it when you personalize things to them, okay? It makes them feel important. It makes them feel heard. It makes them feel understood. So why not utilize that, all right? So when you're out, find out someone's name. As soon as you do, start using it, Okay, just drop their name in. Now, it doesn't have to be so gratuitous as, yes, Diana, I do, Diana, think that, Diana, you should not like ridiculous like that, but drop it in from time to time. Let them know that you know who they are. And you know what? In this moment, if you forget their name, assume the awkwardness, ask again, figure it out, and then start using it, all right? Make sure that the conversation you're having with people, you're actually having with that person. You're actually focused on the person in front of you.